Some of you who are returning back home are asking me, and some are here also, are asking me when they return back home, how can they keep up the peace of mind or whatever practice, whatever it is done here is not disturbed because of their professional activities. This is only a fear, I think, fear of mind. When you return back home, then you will know how you stand to the circumstances. First of all, you are not practicing anything that is not your own nature. You are not gaining anything new, afresh, that you are afraid to lose it when you come back home. So why this fear arises that you will lose it? Anything that you gain, you may lose it. Anything that you possess, you may lose it. That can be believed. But how can you lose anything which is your own nature? Anything which belongs to you, you may lose it. You may lose everything. You may lose wealth, all the belongings. You may lose. How can you lose your own self? You may lose everything. You may lose this world also, relations also. Your relation with the body also you may lose. How can you lose your own self? So, what's being done here only to apprise you of the fact that you are that which you always have been and which you would be. That you are, again and again you are told to have firm conviction, not in the things which are transitory, which you have recently acquired from or heard that they belong to you. Prosperity, adversity, or anything that you possess, you see, they will vanish one day. They are not permanent. Some people are today prosperous, another day they become poor. So this is the way of life, and you can't change. Everybody who's born, one day he has to return somewhere, and you can't check it. Nobody can check it. So why to feel sad over these things which is not in your hand? Everybody who comes has to go. That which does not come does not go. So we are finding here which is this essence, which is this substratum through which we see, we perceive everything. When you see anything moving, there must be something which is not moving, which is permanent. Whatever you see, there must be something permanent on which it rotates. The earth moves. There must be something permanent on which even the earth rotates. You do not know. The earth is rotating, you do not know, because from the beginning we know, and we got so much acquainted with this rotation that we have become one with rotation, and we know it does not rotate. So like this we are fond of listening from people. We are dying. We have learned from this man is dead and that man will die. and we are suffering disease, old age, death. And surely these things are changing, on which this change is taking place. There must be something, you see, which does not change. There may be disease, old age, death, but how can you know unless there is some changeless fact, substratum, where this change is taking place, that is concealed because we don't know it, we ignore it, you see, we have never heard it. Now we do it always here, find out, inquire. Inquire and reject what you are not, or inquire what you are, whatever possible. One is negation, negate whatever can be negated from beginning to end. Finally, which you are not able to negate, which cannot be negated by you, that is the place for you to do whatever you want. And you tell me what you can't negate, what you can't hold on to. Objects of the world that appear, disappear. If even you don't want to negate now, they will vanish one day, they will vanish. Childhood appeared, it vanished. Youth appeared, it will vanish. Old age vanish. Body vanish. Everything will vanish. What is not vanish? You see, that you are, you must identify yourself with that. How to do it? The easiest way is, here we deal with the easiest way, which does not involve any kind of practice, nor you need any mind to think about it, you see. So this is just inquire who really you are. This is inquiry which will finally lead you to goal, to your abode. You may even call it, people who are very fond of practices, let them call practice. Take it as a practice also, practice it. If you are fond of practice, then continue this practice. And if you call it contemplation, contemplate on this. And some people want to purify the mind. See, some schools, they lay great stress on purification of the mind. Let them call this the only way to purify the mind. You put it to test, you see. You just keep up this inquiry and tell me. Put it to practice right now. Put it to practice right now and tell me your mind is instantly purified or not. With other, you will purify the mind with the mind. How can it be possible? No, you came very soon? Well. So this is to strike at the root. Some people need to purify and waste whole life in purification of the mind. How can the mind be purified when it does not exist? Has anybody seen a mind that it starts to purify it, first of all? Where is the mind? Where is the vessel to clean it? When the vessel is not there, how to clean it? So leave alone all this cleanliness and purification. Straightway you come to this. And this is not a difficult method at all. So find out again and again. Some people are able to do it instantly. Some have taken some time, some days, and some are still taking time and they have decided to do it, and then only they will return home. So I'm very happy with the results, and some who have stayed here for a few days and they are writing to me from back home, and they are giving these references in the papers also. I will read one of the papers. It is from a journalist from California. This woman, I don't remember now who she was. So this letter arrives last evening. I will read to you. So don't be afraid that you are getting anything new or any gain here. Only you have come to lose your ignorance, your darkness, through which you have not been seeing the things. Remove the darkness, you have come. And only you are seeing the light here, that's all. So that you don't make mistake. You see, in darkness you can make mistake. In ignorance, you can call snake for a rope, a river in the desert, on account of ignorance. So when this ignorance will be removed, you will see either rope or only sand. There is no river in the desert, because in the morning it was not there, in the evening it's not there. Why for a few hours in the noon time? So it may not be truth. So this is a reason, you see. This is a reason. What appears and disappears, you should not have any relationship with it. Maybe even your own body. What's the good of that relationship which is not abiding? And what's abiding? You are left alone to find out. So what's not abiding is better not to touch it if you want to live a happy life. And if you want to try, and you have already tried to play with the snakes, and you have seen the result. And if these bites are pleasant, carry on. If not, be aware and find out what's the snake and what's the rope. That's all. That's only the advice of the sages. That's all.